What's up, Night Sky fam? This is Alex. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, with gratitude, I appreciate your repeated support. So I'm here to bring you Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter general energy update for the following week. So whenever you view this, about a week or so following, this is the energy read I am giving you. Cross watchers are welcome as well. So with that in mind, keep in mind that the energies can be reversed. Take what applies, leave the rest. And after the general spread, I will give you clarifiers if necessary for me to better understand the messages that Spirit is trying to convey through me. So Spirit, I ask you to please give me the messages that you would like my Libra collective to know. What are the messages from my Libra collective? What are the messages from my Libra collective? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Past, present, future. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands. And I'll move the camera in a moment. Just give me 1 minute. Surrounding energies. Surrounding supporting energies. Okay. Blockages. King of Pentacles. Potential outcome. Got 2 cards. The World, 2 of Swords. And advice from Spirit. Empress. Okay, and I hope you can kind of see that clearly. 1 moment. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are on guard at the moment. And it's not based on anything in the 3D that you can see, but something is telling you something in your environment isn't right. And it's triggering some old wounds you have, right? So it has you on defense. But what is it, Libra? And we will, again, clarify to get more details. But something is triggering those spidey senses of yours. You have the High Priestess followed by the Nine of Wands. And then it leaves you stepping into Five of Cups energy. So I feel like a lot of you are figuring out something or have just figured out something that really left you disappointed. And it was all started by just something feeling off. But I do feel like the energy comes in to where you do find the information that supports the nudge that you're getting about something or someone in your environment. There's a lot of energy surrounding you right now that you really feel like you don't want to deal with it. It's like you can't ignore it. You can't walk away from it. But you just don't want to address it right now. It's almost like I'm getting this deer in headlights energy from you guys. From this Eight of Swords, that's your surrounding energy. Libra, I feel like I've gotten something similar to this for you. So I apologize if the message is repeating. I guess it's of importance or I'm just on the same wavelength. But in the block, as I was before. But in the blockage position, we have King of Pentacles. So it's like to address this right now really messes with your money. And I know I've done a reading like this for you before. I wish I could remember the title in case you were interested. But yeah, like I'm from this imagery and from my channeling, I'm getting this entangled energy. Like whatever it is, you know, it's a huge disappointment. It's tied to someone or something that you love. But to get out of it or to address it right now really affects your probably financial stability. So it's almost like you're in this position of kind of going along with it, but it's not by force, which is specifically indicative of the Eight of Swords. Of course, Eight of Swords is never by force. It's a perceived entrapment. But the universe is saying you have to know your worth, what you have that you have to offer the world, what you're birthing into this world. That's of greater value than anything that's providing any kind of financial stability to you right now. And right now, what you're putting at risk is your own Empress energy. It's like you are an Empress and you're reducing yourself down to a page because of some connection with something. Like it could be a job or it could be a person who you truly love or that you truly love. But the love, it's like, what's love got to do with it, right? Love isn't enough. Oh, goodness, Libra. What is this? This is stressing me out. And anyway, so what I see as your short-term outcome is the World and the Two of Swords. So a vision of what you have going on in your world has completely changed. But the opportunity is for you to upgrade that vision into something bigger and better than you initially imagined. But I do see you being left in a state of being at a crossroads. And nobody can make you ready to choose a path, Libra. But the reality is that Spirit is trying to forcibly upgrade you beyond what you perceived your own value to be. And I don't get that you feel like you're not of value or that you're not capable, but you're tied to someone who's so big or something that's so big and so large right now that you have allowed it to overshadow the fact that you are just as, if not bigger, energetically and potential wise than the situation you're attached to right now, but you can't see it. However, there is some closing of a chapter. I get this energy. So the world often is about closing a cycle and beginning a new upgraded version of another cycle, right? But I get this in-between energy from you of being at the closing phase of a cycle with regard to how you view a certain situation or the potential of a certain situation, but not really yet opening your eyes up to the next level, because the next level in your mind included this situation or this person. So that's why the Two of Swords energy is there. So let's start to clarifying, Libras. Let's clarify this High Priestess and see what it is that is nudging at you. Because sometimes something cannot feel right, but we can't really pinpoint what's going on there. And some of you may very well already know. But for those of you who don't, let's see if we can clarify what this High Priestess energy is. One more. Okay. So we got, the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay, this very well is giving me marriage vibes. It's giving me marriage vibes or commitment of any kind. So it's either a legal contract, it's something binding, formal, and publicly declared. So immediately I get marriage because of the Hierophant and the Justice card. But there's something off about the situation. It could also be a contract in which you, like a work contract for something that you do that's in the public eye is what I'm getting. Either or. But it's like what you're realizing with this High Priestess energy that is clarifying is that whatever you're putting into it, what's growing out of it is not what you expected or wanted to see. Or I even get the energy that you kind of knew that something was off, but you thought if you kept tending to it and nurturing it, that almost that it would change the fruit that blossomed from it. But all that you're going to get is more of what you planted, or more than what was planted. More of what was planted. Anyway. And I think that's the realization that you're coming to, but also I almost get this energy of, okay, there's some weeds in there that I didn't see that were tied up to this. So there's other things that were mixed in your bag of seed, kind of, that you didn't see. And you're just not, it's like, okay, this is not going to come out how I wanted it to. And it's, again, marriage or some kind of contract. Let's clarify this Nine of Wands energy. The High Priestess again, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon. So you're going to get, or you are receiving some direct messages. Either you're getting like clear visions, not even just intuition anymore. Now there's almost premonitions, or you're actually receiving news or information about something that you don't like about this connection or this obligation. It's like the fine print that you didn't see, or, you know, all alternative motives that this other person had, or just something that wasn't presented to you in the beginning. You can expect in the upcoming week or so that you're going to either have a dream or a vision, or get some actual news about what it is, confirming what it is. And it's going to be something that has been hidden from you this whole time. Okay? So I'm hearing hidden in plain sight though. So that gives me the indication that it wasn't as secretive as it seemed, but unfortunately, sometimes we get so taken up by the beauty of opportunities, we forget to ask or clarify, you know, why. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are you giving all of this to me? Why are you doing all of this for me? What else? What is it going to cost me later kind of situation? So I'm hearing some of these things were hidden in plain sight. Let's clear up. Oh, excuse me. The Five of Cups. We got the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers. Oh, yes, Libra, I've gotten this for you before. This Five of Cups is clarified by these cards because it's giving you the realization that someone never intended to give you everything. Again, contractually, through like business contracts or marriage, which is also a contract if you're legally married. But it's like you're realizing that no matter how much work you put in, you cannot create this lover's energy because this person never was fully invested. So if it's a business contract and you felt like it was your wish fulfillment, or, you know, the calling, it met the requirements of you being able to exercise your calling in life, right? There's something about it like where full authority that you thought you have wasn't really given to you. It was only given to you in figuratively. For example, in the United States, we have the president, but the president is more like a figurehead. The president doesn't literally run this country alone. There's so many checks and balances in place, yet when we think of who runs the country, we don't think about Congress and all of, I mean, not immediately. Like if it was a trivia question, the answer would be the president, right? But literally they don't call all the stops. They have certain privileges that no one else has, but everything is in balance and just about everything requires approval and consensus. So it's like the fine print where you got to be the president and of this new, like, let's say the new country was formed, you got to be the president, but then you realize in the fine print, there's this thing called the Senate and Congress and all of this other stuff. And really all of these approvals have to take place, and really they could veto. Like, it's all of that. I mean, if it's a relationship, it's like, you know, you get into a commitment with this person, and it's like, yeah, we're going to be a team. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do the other. Really, this person, even if they loved you, really saw it more of an opportunist type thing. And so once they got into the connection or the commitment, it's like there's only a certain level of this type of lover's energy that you're going to get from this situation because it wasn't really present in the first place. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. So Eight of Swords is clear. Let's clarify this King of Pentacles as a blockage. Six of Wands. I'm sorry. Six of Swords, Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. All I'm hearing is it was never really about you. It was about the bigger picture. Now, what that means to you, Libra, I don't know. Immediately look at looking at this, if the King of Pentacles energy, regardless of whether it's one person, a company, an entity, it was like there was something going on with them that they needed to calm some waters that were pretty rough in their life. They saw you as a puzzle piece to fit that. And yes, they wanted to celebrate with you, but this third party energy that I'm getting from this third cup is like there was another intention there. It's like this is them picking, like, how can I balance out this situation? What can I do? What can I add to the equation? Well, let's add Libra in. But it was never just about you and them. It was about you, them, and the situation. And apply that how it applies, whether it's work or a person. So if that was what it was about, how can it really fully be about you two alone? Okay. And let's clarify. Let's see. Let's clarify the advice of the Empress. Let's get more specific, Spirit, about what that means. Holding yourself in the highest esteem. Immediately, we first card out was Eight of Cups. Walking away from what no longer serves you. Five of Pentacles, a Magician. Ooh. Okay. In order for you to put yourself in the position that you deserve, which is of maintaining your Empress energy, things can't continue as they are. Now, what you walk away from, whether it be how you view this situation or actually entertaining it, that is where, I step aside personally as a human being, and where Spirit says you have free will. If you continue to entertain this situation, you're going to have to walk away from your feelings about what the outcome can be and what you expect from it. Either way, it leaves you in this Five of Pentacles energy. Just like in the near future, you'll be stepping into Five of Cups energy, realizing that something wasn't really what you thought it was. And so it's going to leave some kind of void no matter. And I hate that this is such a negative read, but it is what it is. It might actually help someone. But the beauty in this is you maintain the energy of the Magician, so it is whatever you say it is. You can't change the situation or the person, but you definitely can create whatever future you want for yourself outside of what this situation is. You have to remember that you always have options, you always have control, and you always have a choice. It's just this one little cog in the wheel that is creating all this instability right now. If you insist on you continuing to keep that as a part of the equation, of course, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be bumpy. You may go off course a few times, but you have a choice. It just may not be an easy one. So Spirit is saying you can't stay still, though. You can't stay still in the situation and sit there and be like, well, why am I not being revered and respected as I should be? I'm putting all of this in. Well, that's the indication and a clue for you to change something, either your perspective or your position or both. But to sit there and wait for someone else to be something different, or a job to be something other than what it says, or the fine print of the paperwork to change, it's not going to change, Libra. So how are you going to change? So I do see that, you're going to kind of probably teeter-totter with this throughout the week, and that's fine. But Spirit is waiting to upgrade you once you realize that the upgrade is within you and not reliant on anything else going on around you. So I hope this helps. Next week, let's get something more positive, but, as long as this helps you, it's positive. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Libras. Bye.